Hello, thanks for stopping by Flea's Bourbon Journey. Tonight I'm going to provide you with a review, a first crack, fresh try review of Ben Holladay 6-year-old Missouri straight bourbon whiskey bottled in bond. Okay, bring that forward so you can see the label a little bit better there. Now what this distiller, the Holladay distiller, does is they provide some information. Even though it's a small batch bottled in bond, they provide some additional information for us. On the side we see it was distilled fall of 2016 and it was bottled January 26th, 2023. Now I did a little bit of reading up on them, okay, because I've never heard of this distiller. This bottle came in just over $60 retail, okay? And I've got a little bit of cheat sheet help tonight, okay? And the reason being, I've never heard of Holladay distillers. In fact, I didn't even know bourbon was made in Missouri until recently. But a friend of mine told me when I found this locally here in the Omaha area that it was worth the 60 plus price tag, in his opinion. Active limestone springs, okay? Any of you that know anything about Kentucky bourbon, limestone springs are a good thing for water. Mashed, fermented, distilled, aged, and bottled in the state, aged in oak barrels manufactured in the state, and beginning January 21st, 2020, January 1st, 2020, made with corn exclusively grown in the state. So what you have is totally a Missouri product here. Most of you already know when it carries the bottled in bond moniker, that means that it has to be a product of a single distiller in a single season, a minimum of 4 years of age, and bottled at 50%. Now this is aged in a level 3 charred Missouri white oak barrel. It's non-chill filtered, okay? They really are taking pride in the Missouri name on this product. The thing that I wanted to mention to you about the rick house, or warehouse information rather, this is from Warehouse C, by the way. The reason they give you this information is because each of these is a small batch from within that growing season, within that distilling season rather. So each time you purchase this, you can compare it to the others that you've had. Or if you purchase this one and you see another bottle on the shelf, you can determine if it's from the same batch or from a different batch. So I was trying to determine what other things you should know about this from their website. The truth is, you can go to Holladay, Holladay, bourbon.com, and you can look it all up for yourself and find out all the details you want to know. But I'm sure you want to know, just like I want to know, how's it taste? So we're going to take our Spirits and Things Glencairn glass. We're going to give it a fresh crack. And then we're going to give it a first try. See if we can get that wonderful pop. Oh, it's a screw top. I wasn't expecting that on a $60 bottle. Perhaps that's a Missouri thing. Perhaps they couldn't get cork from anywhere in Missouri to put in it. I don't know. I will say that that's disappointing. But it just means that I have to make sure that this product gets consumed within a reasonable amount of time, being a screw top. Now, I don't know how much truth there is in it, but I've been told by some that know much more than me that a screw top will allow your product to get more air into it compared to a cork. Anyway, we're going to let this sit for about 10-15 minutes like I always do with fresh cracks, and then we're going to give it a try. Stay tuned. And we're back. So this has had a little over 12 minutes to sit. I honestly don't know that it makes a lot of difference, but I can tell you that when I have fresh cracked a new bottle and tried it immediately versus letting it sit for a few minutes, I feel like I can taste a difference in the ethanol presence. As the ethanols evaporate to some degree out of the glass, it would stand to reason it would change the flavor a little bit. But I would imagine mostly just in the ethanol. So the Ben Holladay Missouri Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Fresh crack, first try. Okay. First thing I notice on the nose is a almost caramel corn, like a sweet corn, caramel corn, maybe kettle corn. Maybe kettle corn is closer. Yeah, more of a kettle corn aroma. And the other aroma that I'm picking up is like a vanilla ice cream aroma. I can't say as I've ever described any of the whiskeys or bourbons as having a vanilla ice cream aroma, but this one does. Pretty uncomplicated on the nose. Let's see what the palate thinks. Okay, the flavor is less sweet than the nose would lead you to believe. However, I didn't research what the mash bill is on this product. I'm going to tell you right now that my friend Howie did not steer me wrong. This is a Missouri bourbon, bottled in bond, from the oldest distillery in Missouri and the longest current active distillery west of the Mississippi that's still distilling in the same location. Weston, Missouri. Look it up. This is absolutely a drinker. Now I will caution those who maybe are just starting out developing their palates a little bit. This hits with all 100 proof near the finish, okay? Okay, the flavor profile, even though the aroma reminded me more of kettle corn, the flavor, it reminds me of almost like a cream of wheat with honey kind of a flavor in it. It actually is activating memories in my brain from when I was a kid of those flavors. There's also the oak flavor in it. I've had many products over the years that have had that oak flavor in them. The level 3 charred Missouri oak is imparting something different. And maybe it's because it stayed out of the 6th and 7th floor. It didn't get the heat. It got the low, slow heat aging. Because there can be, like, some even say as much as 30 degrees difference between 1st floor and 7th floor in a warehouse or a rick house. And the difference in how it imparts the characteristics from the oak into the whiskey or bourbon varies a lot. And some distillers will even move barrels between different floors, common practice in fact, so that you get the variation in how the flavors get imparted from the tannins in the charred oak into the whiskey or bourbon. But this oak flavor is a different flavored oak. I don't know how to describe it other than to say it's a little less woody of an oak. It doesn't impart a flavor like an oak toothpick would, or wood toothpick would. It doesn't have that sharp. This is more of a soft oak flavor in there. It's very good. It's very, very good. I'm picking up a flavor of, it's somewhere in the currant or raisin family. It's shallow. It's not rich like a prune or a date would be. It's very shallow flavor profile, but it's a good flavor profile. So there's a little complication to this in the flavor profiles. The aromas are a little misleading, but the flavors don't disappoint. On the 3 to 13 scale, I would give this a pretty solid 8.5. Surprisingly, I'm a big fan of this. Missouri Bourbon from Ben Holladay, 6-year aged. Who'd have thunk it? I guess it's true. You don't have to tell me. Show me. Just like I showed you. Thanks for stopping by Flea's Bourbon Journey. I hope that you're enjoying your bourbon journey. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like thumb down there. If you have something to comment, make sure you include the comments below, and subscribe if you'd like to. And if you know somebody else who might like to see this video, go ahead on and share. And I don't think Missouri counts as down south enough to say y'all come back now you hear, but I'll tell you what, it sure be nice to see you back the next time. Again, thanks for stopping by Flea's Bourbon Journey. Stay safe.